From what I understand is that Lama Tsongkhapa's teaching, we don't need any initiation.
Lama Tsongkhapa's practice can be practiced without initiation, so that one is a lighter form, an easier form, a simpler form. With initiation, it's a higher form, a quicker form, and more effective form. But with initiation, it's for students who can hold commitments. For example, those who push themselves more and do more can get teachings that excel faster. Why? Because they want it. By showing their actions, they push themselves to be ready for it. The ones who always say cannot, and cannot, then you take many lifetimes to gain attainments, many lifetimes. Even in between lifetimes, become animals or ghosts, a lot of interruption in between. The more you say you cannot do, the more you say you cannot change, the longer your rebirths in the 3 lower realms. Why? Because the more attached you are, the attachment to the objects creates the karma to come back to be attached again, come back again to be attached, come back to be again attached. So you never cut it off. So if you're attached to money, making money, saving money, getting money, and all the things you want, you come back as a ghost. You are attached to your comforts. Oh, I cannot do this after 9 o'clock. I cannot push, I get sick. Oh, I don't like this. I'm not comfortable. I cannot this. You come back as an animal. The worst thing to say for a true Buddhist, the worst resolution, the worst thing to say, the worst thing to resign yourself to believe is, I'll do it in my next life. That's the worst. Why? Because you have no control of your next life. So you are just using that as an excuse to people who don't understand more. It's not like food or clothes or a boyfriend or a husband or a wife or fun that you can do in your next life. Next life, definitely, you're going to come across food again, if you're lucky. You're going to come across another monster husband, another monster wife, another monster kids, another monster parents. You're going to come across that again and again. Why? Because your whole life created the karma to come across it, because that's what you've been doing your whole life. So if you say, next life I'm going to do Dharma, and you give up now, or you do very little, or you use that as an excuse, why do you think you'll do Dharma in your next life? Impossible. Impossible. And every day you waste your time is one day less you have to transform, and one day closer to your death. And when you die, it's never over. It becomes worse. Unless you don't believe in the Buddha's teachings. Then we have nothing to talk about. It becomes worse after you die. Why does it become worse? Because as you get older, you become worse already. More lazy, more sleepy, more fat, more cannot, more restrictions, more greed. Become more, some people. So as you get older, when you become more lazy, more sleepy, more attached, more unalert, more sick, more unhappy, why do you think when you die, you see, more sick, more lazy, more unhappy, there's the mind stream. You die, then you come back with the same mind. So why is it next mind, you're happy again? You're okay again. Everything's perfect. This mind and this mind connect. It's just a different body. So if you're very attached to money, and that's all you care about, you don't care about anything, just money, money, money. When you die, it's the same mind stream with attachment. And all the time you wasted in making money, only money, nothing but money, and the motivation is for fun, not for something good. If you make money for something good, like for AIDS or leprosy, that's very good. That's beautiful. But if it's just me, or using excuses, me, then in your next life, when you come back, it's the same mind. Money, 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 money. So if you cannot come across a body, you maybe take as a spirit. Why do spirits always stay in one place? Or repeat the action? We're afraid of ghosts. Well, you are afraid of ghosts. But if you think about it carefully, what do ghosts do? They relive their attachment over and over for hundreds of years. So they're attached to a boy, they follow the boy. Or they stay where they lost the boy. They're attached to a girl, they stay where they lost that girl. Or they had an accident and they were very angry, they have the accident again. You see them having an accident. Sometimes they come with no head. Sometimes they come no arms. Sometimes bloody. They come to you, what happened to them last. They relive it over for hundreds of years. So if you're very smart, you will make yourself transform now. If you're very dumb and you think you can fool karma, then you don't transform. Very simple. You don't transform. And you have Kichara, you have your teacher, you have the Dharma teachings, you have Lama Tsongkhapa, you have your Dharma brothers and sisters, you have the departments, you have everything here to support you. If that's still not enough, the next life, what's going to be enough? You have everything now. Everything. So you have to think very carefully.